Hello, students. And this is a discussion on the lesson Little Bobby. Little Bobby is a funny story, and you might have taken a TV lesson on the same lesson, right? It is in the form of a letter. I mean, there are letters in the lesson. Who will be writing these letters? Little Bobby himself. The name of this boy, the boy which you have in the picture, is a little Bobby. The lesson begins like this. Little Bobby came into the kitchen where his mother was making dinner. His birthday was coming up, and he thought this was a good time to tell his mother what he wanted. Mom, I want a bike for my birthday. So here we have this discussion that Bobby wants to have a birthday gift, that too a bike. Okay, and he will go into the kitchen, and he will find his mother making dinner for him and for the others too. And he will ask her, Mom, I want a bike for my birthday. Then what his mother says, Bobby's mother asked him if he thought he deserved to get a bike for his birthday. Then his mother asked him, Okay, do you think you deserve a bike for your birthday? Deserve, DESERVE. Deserve means అర్హత కలిగి ఉండడం. నీకు అర్హత ఉందా? నీకు బైక్ కొనివ్వమని అడిగే, లేకపోతే నువ్వు బైక్ పొందే అటువంటి అర్హత నీకుందా అని వాళ్ళ మదర్ అడుగుతుంది. Little Bobby, of course, thought he did. Little Bobby thought, yes, I deserve a bike for my birthday. Bobby's mother wanted Bobby to reflect on his behavior over the last year and said, Go to your room, Bobby, and think about how you have behaved this year. Then write a letter to God and tell him why you deserve a bike for your birthday. Okay, do one thing, Bobby. Go into your room and take a paper. Write how you behaved this year and whether you deserve a bike for your birthday or not. Write your reflections, she says, right? Then little Bobby stumped up the steps to his room. Jessie, his pet dog, followed him. There is one pet dog also. He has a dog, pet dog Jessie. Bobby thought for some time and sat down to write a letter to God. Jessie sat beside him and started watching what Bobby was doing. Then Bobby started writing letters. First letter, like this, he writes, Dear God, I have been a very good boy this year and I would like a bike for my birthday. I want a red one. Your friend Bobby. Then he writes a letter to God saying that he wants a bike for his birthday and he behaved very good that year, he writes. Bobby knew that this was not true. He had not been a very good boy this year, so he tore up the letter and started again to write another letter. Then he understands that it is not true. What he has written in the letter is not true because he didn't behave nicely that year. So he wants to write another letter. He tore up this letter. He tore up చింపేస్తాడు ఆ లెటర్ని and he wanted to write another letter. Then he started, Dear God, this is your friend Bobby. I've been a good boy this year and I would like a red bike for my birthday. Thank you. See, one change he made in the letter. What change, in the first letter? See the first letter? I have been a very good boy. Whereas in the second letter, I have been a good boy. He removed, only one word, that is very. ఫస్ట్ లెటర్లో వెరీ గుడ్ బాయ్ అని రాస్తాడు, నేను వెరీ గుడ్ బాయ్ని అని రాస్తాడు. వెరాజ్ ఇన్ ద సెకండ్ లెటర్ హీ మేడ్ వన్ చేంజ్, రిమూవింగ్ వెరీ బిఫోర్ గుడ్. He wrote, I have been a good boy and I deserve a bike, he writes. But Bobby knew that this is not true either. So he tore up the letter and started again. He knew that this was also not true. ఇది కూడా కరెక్ట్ కాదని తెలుసు తనకి. because he did not behave good that year. He was not a good boy either. Okay. Then he writes another letter. Third letter. I've been an okay boy this year. He writes, I've been an okay boy. Not good nor very good even. What he writes? I've been an okay boy. So I want a bike for my birthday. Right. Then Bobby knew that this was also not true and he could not send that letter to God. And wrote the fourth letter. He wrote the fourth letter. What is that? God, I know I haven't been a good boy this year. I'm very sorry. I'll be a good boy if you just send me a bike for my birthday. Please. Please. Thank you. He says. So I was not a good boy. But from this year onwards, I'll be good. And hope you will send me a bike for my birthday. He writes. Then Bobby knew if even if it was true, this letter was not going to get him a bike. So as he understands that he himself confessed, accepted that he was not a uh, good boy. So that letter was not going to fetch him anything. Uh, any bike. So he understood and. Now Bobby was very upset. He went downstairs and told his mom that he wanted to go to church. Then he came downstairs and he told his mom that he was going to church. Bobby's mother thought that her plan had worked as Bobby looked very sad. Now, his mom understood. Okay, whatever the change that I wanted to see in him, see in her in her son, he she saw it. What was that? That he realized that he was not good anymore, and he wanted to, and he had to change uh, to be a good boy. So now he started behaving good as he was going to church. And his mother understands this, that there is a change that has come over him, and he's going to church for prayers. All right. Bobby walked down the street to church on the corner. Little Bobby went into the church and up to the altar. He looked around to see if anyone was there. Bobby went down and picked up a small statue of Mary, the Mother of God. And what he did, he went to church, okay, and there he saw one statue. Whose statue? Statue of Goddess Mary, Jesus Christ's mother, Mary. Mary's statue, he sees in the church, and he slipped the statue under his shirt and ran out of the church, down the street, into the house, and up to his room. Then he takes that statue